Good morning, Oak Hill. I'm here in my backyard. I was up early this morning on this beautiful morning that God has created, thinking about all of the things that He is doing in our church, and wanted to express my excitement about those things so that you can get excited about them too and participate fully in the next couple of weeks. And so I just want to highlight a few things for you. I want to start with this Sunday, our end of summer praise and prayer service. We're headed into a new year. Your kids may have already started school. Some of them start next week, and we're thinking all about what's next, but we want to take time to pause and reflect on what God has done in the past ministry season. We want to take time to adore Him. We want to take time to allow Him to search our hearts once again and confess if there's any ways that He was working on us, but we haven't fully repented. And we want to take time to thank Him for all that He's doing. We want to take time to ask Him to work in this next season of our lives. And so be there for our end of summer praise and prayer service. Be thinking about a way that you can express thanks to God through testimony, a public testimony, telling others what God has been doing in your life and how you've seen Him at work. And then following our praise and prayer service, we're going to head down to Huffnagel Park. We're not going to have a Next Gen Discipleship Hour this week. We are going to be having this picnic, our all-church picnic with Zion UCC, thanking them for renting us this great space that we now have, and I'm looking forward to that. And then on Tuesday, our global partners, Jonathan and Miriam Recamon, and their kids, Emma and Donna and Eric, are going to be coming into the United States to visit for like 2.5 weeks. And you're going to be able to connect with them at Gospel Communities. So at your Gospel Community, you'll connect with them there. And if you're not a part of a gospel community, you want to get to one, that especially these next couple of weeks. And then Jonathan will also be preaching on September 2nd, and I can't wait for you to hear his heart about making disciples in Spain, but then also him encouraging us in what we're doing here in Quarryville, PA. And they love our church. They're so grateful for our church, and I love the way that we can partner together for the advancement of the gospel around the world. And so you'll want to be there to hear how we are investing in them and how they can also invest in us. And I just want you to be encouraged to be there and be a part of that. And then on September 9th, so important, it's our ministry launch Sunday. And what we want to do there is provide an opportunity for you to invite your unbelieving, unchurched, and unconnected friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, your family members who maybe don't know Jesus or haven't been to church in a long time, or really just need a church family to connect with. Invite them into this new thing that God has done in our church, giving us a new space to meet, a new ministry year with a new theme that we're calling Living Hope. And we want to just cast a vision for what we anticipate God doing in our church and invite people into that. And so use invite cards that are going to be available in your bulletin this week. Use the Facebook event and specifically invite people to that. And then I just want to highlight one more thing. The First Principles class that is starting on September 9th as well. If you are new to our church in the last 3 to 4 years, this is especially for you. This is for our whole church who's not involved in the Next Gen Discipleship Hour. Anybody is invited, but I'm especially thinking of people who are newer to our church in the last 3 to 4 years who have never been through the First Principles series. This is an important study in our church's life, and I believe that you'll grow through this to be a follower of Jesus who helps others follow Jesus as well. And so that study is on becoming a disciple, and you'll be also thinking through, how do I make disciples? What is the process that I would use to establish a disciple in the first principles of the faith? And so I just really encourage you to make that a priority in your life. I know I said one more thing, but I have one more thing after that thing, and that is that we are going to be participating in the Solanco Parade this year, and John Cheek and Tom Martin are working on the details of that, and you can talk to them about how you can get involved in announcing to the community, hey, Oak Hill has moved to a new location, we have a new home, and we want to take time to love on our community. We're going to hand out popcorn, water, balloons, and we want to let them know that, hey, we're still here for Solanco, and we love them. And so with that, I just want you to remember, as always, that the mercies of God are new every morning, just like this beautiful morning that He's given us, and that He loves you so much that He sent His Son to die for you, to rise again for you, so that you could have a totally new life in Him. And so I want you to remember this, that you are loved.